Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Nonthaburi, which is like a sub-district of Bangkok. It's its own little area, but it is kind of part of the greater metropolis of Bangkok. Anyway, we're going to take a look at a temple that's about 350 years old or so. That's a Mon style temple. And I've been here before. Last time I came was in 2022. And I came to a honey ceremony, a honey donation ceremony. And this is a fantastic temple. The highlight of it will be the murals in the old Ayutthaya style halls. And we're going to take a look and see what else we see here. Since I was here last time, they've built this massive hall. So I don't know, this will be like a general purpose hall. They'll have meeting rooms and sermon rooms and all of that stuff. And it looks like they're painting, doing some stuff. Let's see if we can stick our heads in here and just kind of look at it really quick. You see they got the scaffolding up and they're doing the painting the white. And the guy over there is painting it also. And there'll probably be like a Buddha image in here and some other stuff. Yeah, it's always interesting. You see they got a Buddha there and a Buddha over here, and they got all the bricks piled up. They don't even have the building finished, but they already have the Buddha sitting here. And it's always strange they do that. They will sometimes have the Buddha and they'll build the building around it. I think it might be because they like consecrate the grounds. They put like the stone down underneath the Buddha, and then they set the Buddha, and they do all of it in little steps. Anyway, I've seen building several temples. It's always interesting to see. All right, let's go over and let's look at the good stuff now. You can see the temple grounds over here. There's quite a bit to it. There's a lot of little shrines. There's a shrine there of King Narai or King Taksin. I think it's King Taksin. And then you have some of the places for the monks and just a bunch of little things all around. And then over here, this is the new modern Ubosot, or the ordination hall. And then you have a shrine here for the goddess of the earth. She supposedly flooded the world. What's cool is right here, this chetty is the Mon style. And if you've seen enough chetties, you could recognize it right away. Kind of the bell shape, and then it has that zitsi, I think is what they pronounce that as, right there at the top. Yeah, this is Wat Chomphuwek, which means like the glorious temple on Chomphu Hill or something like that. I can't remember exactly the translation. I'll put it in the description the best I can. You can see the styling here on the modern hall. It's really quite nice. And it has a lower level down below, so you can go down there and do some stuff. And then it has, you can see the styling here. This is all Bangkok era. You have the Garuda right there. I think that's Vishnu up on the Garuda's shoulders. And then you got the ordination stones. And then this is why I like coming here, is because of this hall and another one that's right behind it. And there used to be a few other smaller little chetties out here, but they're mostly gone. This one's missing the top. That one there is in relatively good shape. It's missing like the little spire. And then there was another one right here that's down to the base. But the Mon style one is really nice. So we'll go in this little ordination hall. You can see the styling up there has the like ceramic plates, the Chinese stuff. And then you see the little porch. And what a contrast from that to the new ordination hall. They both serve the same function, but the old ones, they're just a lot smaller. They're not near as ornate. But this one here, I believe they built this in like 1757, something like that. So it was built right before the fall of Ayutthaya. And it's really quite simple. They don't have much styling over the top of the windows and doors, but they do have some. All right, so this will have some ancient murals on it. So how cool is this? So you see the styling. Some birds just went buzzing right by. So they've preserved this old hall. Even though the walls are kind of bowed, it's still a little piece of history. And what I really like about this is the murals on the walls. In the old days, the temples didn't have any windows, so they had some art, like the Buddha art, but they would put them in a book. And then the styles started changing where they started adding these windows, and it just basically made a canvas for the artists. So they would come in here and paint all of these brilliant murals. I think it started showing up like around the middle Ayutthaya era. And there's not very many temples with these preserved murals anymore. You can see they would have had another row of like the life of the Buddha up there. And you can see how that wall is a little bit bowed. And then what they did is these are different panels. So they would put these jagged lines between, and it would separate like one scene from another. There's a series of videos by the Siam Society where a guy by the name of Chris Baker breaks these down, and he does a really nice job. He kind of helped inspire me to come and see these. And some of my viewers have also told me about them. But how cool is this? And then you got the two little Buddhas on the back wall next to the Buddha. And they've painted the ceiling. Yeah, these are quite faded, but it's still just absolutely amazing. And then back here, this is the goddess of the earth. So that little shrine we saw, this is her up on the mural. And in the new hall, they have a new painting of her. This is a really common scene that you see here. So you got the sea monsters and the elephants, and there'll be two groups of people fighting. You see it on a lot of temples, and it'll be different variations of the same theme. But how cool is this? Like I said, this temple is 350 years old, and it's a Mon style. There was quite a few Mon that settled in this area from Burma, and they brought with them their temple construction and all of that. And the people that still live in this area are still of Mon descent. You can see the old wall. And I think like the group of people here go all the way back to like the King Narai back in the Ayutthaya era. They brought a lot of Mons in from Burma that rewarded them for like their assistance, because King Narai was almost ambushed by the Burmese, and there was a group of Mons that warned him about their plan to do that. Now you see here, this is some European styling. You see like the little angels? I think there was some Portuguese that had some influence in this. Now, let's go into this. Now this is a really low door, and you see inside of here. This is another just amazing little hall. This is the Wihan. The other one was the ordination hall over the Ubasot. And you can see the murals are even more deteriorated in here, and these walls are quite bowed. So it is nice that they've been able to keep these intact over the multiple centuries. But the murals are in worse shape here. And then you see, this is a Sukhothai era Buddha. Yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Mons that settled in this area all the way over to Koh Kret, or the Pat Kret district, and Koh Kret is the island. You see the paintings on the ceiling. Oh, it's great. And then the mural right here. So those are probably the best in the whole little building. Okay, so let's go over and let's go up and look at the moon drop really quick, and then we'll go into that new hall. You can see the styling on the side with the small roof tiles, and that one over there, some more of the plates, and then it has the figures up there on the the peak, and then the new hall. You can see there's a big, huge honeycomb right there. Yeah, they do the honey ceremony here. It's 2 days once a year. And it goes back to the Mon tradition that they believed that honey was like a natural medicine. So it was really important. So they would donate those to the monks to where they can treat injured people. And they still do that to this day. And it is, like I said, it goes back to the Mon heritage. And this is the little moon drop. You see it has some little Chinese lions here. And it's just built back behind those old halls. And I was over here when they were building this, so it's kind of nice that they're done with it now. You can see they have their little shrine on the inside. It's all made out of wood. And then, not sure what this is. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's like a Buddha footprint. And then it has like the wheel of law right in the middle of it. And you can see they've carved the wooden doors. They're not exactly all the way done. I can see they still need a little bit of the electrical work to do. But they put the marble on the walls and stuff. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, let's go look at the new hall, and that'll be all we look at today. Let's go into the main hall now. You can see that sun shining off all those little shiny pieces of glass that they put in there. Has the Buddha image that's standing. And then this is the main ordination hall. It's pretty interesting. That guy in the plaid shirt with the pink undershirt. I've talked to him before. He works here at the temple. He can speak 4 languages. So he's kind of an interesting guy. He's showing some other Thai people around the temple. It's kind of his job. This is the main image in this hall. You can see the contrast, how much like more spacious this hall is compared to the old ones. So you know in the old days that it was really crowded in those halls. But it has a different feel. It has like more of a personal feel in those. This is just so massive. So this is the same scene, and you can see the modern variety of it. So you have the elephants and the sea monsters and alligators and the 2 forces that are fighting here. And then the Buddha sitting there by the Bodhi tree, and the goddess of the earth. She's flooding the world and protecting the Buddha. And then they have all the other scenes of the Buddha up here. Eventually his death. And then you have some other scenes on the panels down below. Yeah, really a nice little hall. The modern murals are really nice, but I prefer the old ones. When I see those, it makes me happy. You can see what a nice place this is. There's some birds in here too. And then right next to the Buddha, they have a pretty nice little statue of the goddess of the earth. Yeah, pretty cool. So these are the little balls that they bury below the Buddha. So you can come down here and see it. And they have a little shrine built down underneath the hall. It's like a low roof. They got a couple Buddha images over there. Yeah, it's just kind of a simple little room down here. But it does have all of these for the shrine. So they have the monks over there, and then they have the Buddhas with the alms bowls so you can make donations. And another one of those stones. Those are what they bury underneath those Buasima stones. And this right here, this is like the hermit guy. He's not a Buddha, but like the Thais will pray to him because he can do like magic and stuff like that. And then they have another Buddha footprint here. So let's take one last look here. So this is the Mon style Chedi. It actually has a name. I can't remember the name of it offhand. And then we can see the old ordination hall and the old Wehan back behind it, and then that moon drop with the Buddha footprint, and then the new hall. And we saw the new the newest one being built right at the start of the video. And it's over that way. You can just see it through those trees. So there's quite a bit to this temple. There's more little shrines and stuff I'm not going to show. I saw the main stuff. That's going to finish up our video over here at this 350-year-old temple. It's about that old, it's not exact. Anyway, it's really a hidden gem over here in Nonthaburi. It's right on the bank of the Chao Phraya River. The Chao Phraya River flows right over here to the west of the temple. And like I said before, it was built in the Mon style by some group of Mons that came over here and settled in this region. And they do a honey ceremony where they donate honey to the monks on 2 days every year. That was the last time I came over here. It was like in 2022. It's really a nice temple. I enjoy this a lot. I'm glad I decided to come over here and check it out today. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. If you like those murals or if you like the Mon style chetty. There are some people from Myanmar that follow my channel, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's probably made you feel a little bit like home in Thailand here. Anyway, if you liked it, definitely smash the like and leave me a comment and subscribe. And until next time, from over here in Nonthaburi at Wat Chomphuwek, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.